السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Inshallah, today I will recite from Surah Al-Ma'idah, Surah number 6, Surah number 5, and verse number 51. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا اليهود والنصارى أولياء بعضهم أولياء بعض ومن يتولهم منكم فإنه منهم إن الله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. فترى الذين في قلوبهم مرض يسارعون فيهم يقولون نخشى أن تصيبنا دائرة فعسى الله أن يأتي بالفتح أو أمر من عنده فيصبحوا على ما أسروا في أنفسهم نادمين. ويقول الذين آمنوا أهؤلاء الذين أقسموا بالله جهد أيمانهم إنهم لمعكم حبطت أعمالهم فأصبحوا خاسرين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا من يرتد منكم عن دينه فسوف يأتي الله بقوم يحبهم ويحبونه أذلة على المؤمنين أعزة على الكافرين يجاهدون في سبيل الله ولا يخافون لومة لائم ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله واسع عليم. إنما وليكم الله ورسوله والذين آمنوا الذين يقيمون الصلاة ويؤتون الزكاة وهم راكعون. ومن يتول الله ورسوله فإن حزب الله هم الغالبون. ومن يتول الله ورسوله والذين آمنوا فإن حزب الله هم الغالبون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا الذين اتخذوا دينكم هزوا ولعبا من الذين أوتوا الكتاب من قبلكم والكفار أولياء واتقوا الله إن كنتم مؤمنين. وإذا ناديتم إلى الصلاة اتخذوها هزوا ولعبا ذلك بأنهم قوم لا يعقلون. قل يا أهل الكتاب هل تنقمون منا إلا أن آمنا بالله وما أنزل إلينا وما أنزل من قبل وأن أكثركم فاسقون. قل هل أنبئكم بشر من ذلك مثوبة عند الله من لعنه الله وغضب عليه وجعل منهم القردة والخنازير وعبد الطاغوت أولئك شر مكانا وأضل عن سواء السبيل. وإذا جاءوكم قالوا آمنا وقد دخلوا بالكفر وهم قد خرجوا به والله أعلم بما كانوا يكتمون. وترى كثيرا منهم يسارعون في الإثم والعدوان وأكلهم السحت لبئس ما كانوا يعملون. لولا ينهاهم الربانيون والأحبار عن قولهم الإثم وأكلهم السحت لبئس ما كانوا يصنعون. صدق الله العظيم. الله أكبر الله أكبر. الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على حي على الفلاح. حي على الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. اللهم رب هذه الله.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد بن عبد الله النبي الصادق الأمين، وعلى آله وصحبه الطيبين الطاهرين، وكل صحبه طيبون طاهرون، ومن اتبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين، وعنا معهم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين، اللهم آمين. عباد الله، أوصيكم ونفسي أولا بتقوى الله العظيم وطاعته، فإن تقوى الله عز وجل هي رأس الأمر كله، وأحذركم نفسي أولا عن مخالفة أمره ونهيه، فإن معصيته عز وجل هي أساس البلاء كله. ونعوذ بالله سبحانه وتعالى من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا، من يهد الله فلا مضل له، ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، ونشهد أن محمدا رسول الله، أرسله الله عز وجل بالهدى ودين الحق يظهره على الدين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا. ثم أما بعد، يقول الله عز وجل في كتابه الكريم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة. We listen to this ayah very often. All those who believe, protect yourselves and your families from the hellfire, which is fueled by human beings. Imagine that human beings will tend to be a fuel for Jahannam, not just torture. The one who is tortured will be tortured and will turn to be a fuel, also fueling the fire and the storm. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, upon realizing this ayah, many brothers and sisters are trying their best to build institutions so that there will be a platform for us, for our education, for our worship, and for the next generation to come in the Azza wa Jal. And this place is one of such places. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I have to say this. When I arrived and I saw the building coming up, this is the first time I saw the building coming up. The last time it was, they were digging and planning, inshallah, alhamdulillah, and now it's coming up. And the brother who worked with me and to have a look at the building, he told me that, alhamdulillah, we are targeting Ramadan. The challenge is how this should be done. It's not, okay, can we do it or not? Financially speaking, it should be done. And if money goes in the right way, the construction will flow in the right way, smoothly. So I have to remind each one of us, those who can contribute, they don't need from us any reminder to contribute. Yet, alhamdulillah, we see the sign there reminding us. Be a very consistent contributor so that this work will be done. But even after it's done, our job is not finished yet. The ayah talks about the amara of the masjid, إِنَّمَا يَعْمُرُ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. Those who believe in Allah and in the hereafter are the ones who are maintaining the masajid. And like we mentioned one time, maintaining the masajid is not just in the physical sense, not just in building it, sustaining it, keeping it occupied, coming to the masjid to pray, coming to the masjid for educational purposes, educating ourselves and our children. This is part of a task that we cannot put it off. You know, we work to a certain time and we retire. We sleep to a certain time and we wake up. We eat at a certain time and we finish eating. But this job has no end. Actually, it's not a job, it's a responsibility. This responsibility, how to continue working to protect ourselves and our families, our children, to educate, to be aware of our deen. This has no end. Any race has end line except this. This responsibility has no end. It's a continuous process until we leave this life, and the next generation will continue. حتى يرث الله الأرض ومن عليها. Until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will inherit the earth and everything on it. So we shouldn't think of having a break from this responsibility at all. Always, every time, we need to continue working on this. And while we are doing so, go back to the subject of the khutbah. Brother, when we have the khutbah, we are not allowed to read even Quran. Please. Barakallah fikum. While we are doing so, we need to realize, working to protect ourselves and our children, we need to realize that there are certain ideas floating around. And our children are exposed to such ideas. In the school, in the college, in the work, everywhere. Everywhere. And we have to admit that. We cannot claim that we don't know. Our children are facing on a daily basis so many ideas, One idea is atheism. Atheism is hitting us worldwide, not just Muslims. Every religious community talks about this. And many Muslims now identify themselves as ex-Muslims. Why? Because now they are atheists. So this is an idea we need to know how to address it. And we cannot just say, no, it doesn't exist. Well, okay, alhamdulillah, we believe in God, everything is fine. No, we are facing it. And we'll continue to face it, like we said. And ignoring it will not solve the problem. Saying that it's not correct to talk about it because it will discourage people will not solve the problem. We are not children. We are not naive. We need to know how to address our problems. It is a problem, but we need to know how to address it. Can we address it? Inshallah, we can. Are we equipped with whatever is needed to address it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provided us with this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provided us with this. We cannot just say, no, it's not affecting us. It is affecting us. And one idea contributes to this is how do some people look at science? Science is meant to be a method. The scientific method is meant to be a method to conduct certain scientific research, which is excellent. It's needed. Scientific method is needed. But what is meant to be a method in certain disciplines to research certain issues turned to be to some as a dogma. They believe in certain issues and science has to serve that purpose. I will quote you two quotes said by certain scientists. One of them, Robert Wright, he said in his book, Three Scientists and Their God. He said the following: naturalism is one of the unwritten rules of scientific conduct that requires adherence to avoid even the faintest theological design overtones. So don't talk about design, don't talk about intelligent design when we talk about science. That's it, you have to take this off from your mentality. This means that you are just looking at science as a tool to prove certain dogma, not as a tool to conduct scientific research. Another person, he was the former editor of The New Scientist, a magazine. He said the scientific establishment bears resemblance to the Spanish Inquisition. He compares the scientific establishment to the Inquisition courts that happened with this in Spain at certain time. He said that either you accept the rules and the attitudes and beliefs carried by the papacy, at that time by the Pope, or you will face a dreadful retribution. And then he continues saying, at that time, because either you belong to Catholicism or you'll die. We'll burn you. Whether you are a Muslim or a Jew, as long as you are not Catholic, then we'll burn you. That's what was happening in Spain to get rid of Muslims at that time. So he said, we will not actually burn you at the stake because that sanction, unhappily, is now no longer available under our laws. But the scientific establishment says we will make damn sure that you are a dead dog in our trade. So if you go against what the scientific establishment trying to establish, you are out of it. You will be excommunicated. So to some, science turns to be dogma, not a method to conduct a scientific research. Now, this means what for us? This means that we have to be well educated about this. we have to know that science and Islam are not antagonistic. There is no conflict at all between both. If we think about the very few ayat that were revealed in Mecca at the very beginning, the first ayat says, Iqra. Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Read. Another ayat, Noon wal qalam ma yasturun. Swearing by the pen. So talking about reading and writing. And then another ayah, قُلْ سِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Walk. Go ahead, walk in the earth. فانظروا. Think and see. كيف بدأ الخلق. How did the creation start? Not how it was created, how did it start? So there is a starting point for the creation. And then there can be changes happening after that. So the ayat, the Islamic doctrine, the Islamic aqidah, alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, is dynamic aqidah. Islamic aqidah frees us from certain notions that dominated at certain time. And it calls up us, it challenges us to go and walk and think and write and publish and have a research, thinking how did it happen? Now a person would say, did Allah say that Allah created the heavens and the earth in 6 days? Of course. But what does 6 days mean? Does it mean Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday days? No. Why? Because the day as we know, the day on the earth, because we have day on the earth, day on Mars, day on other stars and planets, but the day on the earth, as we know, came to existence after the sun and the earth were took their current shape. So the sun, the earth orbits itself and orbits around the sun, same thing, and thus the day and night happen, and then this period of 24 hours turned to be known. So the day, as we know, came to be known after the creation of the star, of the sun and the earth. So 6 days, what does it refer to? Day in Arabic language can refer to even a period of time. In Quran, the day can be equal to 1,000 years or equal to 50,000 years in many ayat. So days, don't think of them of this time frame, 24 hours by 6. So it means 160 hours as an example. Day here means periods of time. And in this regard, there is a French physician, Dr. Maurice Bucaille, rahimahullah. He visited us in Southern California in the 80s. He wrote a book, Bible, Quran, and Science. It's good to read. It's very good to read. So, Quran came, yes, it talked about the creation. Of course, the earth is created. And of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator. But how did this creation happen? Al-Quran is not meant to be a book of science. Al-Quran is not meant to be a book of cosmology. Al-Quran is not meant to be a book of biology or geology. Al-Quran is meant to be a book of guidance. So we need to realize this. And because of this, we need to realize that Islam defined the sphere of revelation and the sphere of human intellect and human reason and human scientific research. How did the earth take its shape? Go to the scientists. They will tell you. They will offer you different theories. Maybe none of them is fact. So, but if you want to offer another theory, you have to provide a theory that answers all of these questions. And this is the challenge which is challenging those who promote the intelligent designer. They are accused of saying that you don't provide an explanation for life. How did it begin? So this is a challenge we're facing us. Not just facing Muslims, facing those who believe in God. And Muslims especially, I say Muslims especially, why? Because first of all, we are Muslims. So number two, the Islamic Aqidah itself encourages us on carrying on this. And there is nothing in our scripture that hinders us from this. As an example, in the Old Testament narration, says that the earth and the sun were created in 6 days in our time frame, and they count the days. And there so and so Allah created this, and there so and so Allah created this, and He took a rest on Saturday. So this narration can't be substantiated by any fact. While saying that Allah created the earth and the heavens in 6 periods of time, it means, okay, go ahead and explore how did it happen. Now, there's no problem in your findings. You are not going to conflict any text. If you see that, okay, there was gas filling out everything, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the heavens, and then came to the sky when it was quote unquote smoke, gas. So the Islamic Aqidah does not prevent us from any scientific research. The point is that we have to admit to accept this challenge, and we have to work to educate ourselves before our children. Because, let me I ask someone, what do we know about evolution? The first answer is that we came out of apes. There are so many evolution theories. Now they have the new Darwinism. It talks about theist evolution, an evolution that does not exclude the existence of God. So it is there, but we need to know how to understand this and how to educate our children. And the best place, alhamdulillah, to do so for us is in the masjid. And that's why the masjid establishment is needed. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And keeping the masjid busy through these programs is needed. So we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we will be saving ourselves and our families from the hellfire. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He will help us in carrying out this responsibility and in facing this challenge, and provide us with whatever is needed to face this challenge. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. الحمد لله عن هذا المستغفرين. استغفر الله. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. At the beginning of the khutbah, I talked about some very quick remark, and I would like to emphasize it again. We have certain rules regarding Salatul Jum'ah. Salatul Jum'ah consists of khutbah and 2 rak'ah. The 2 rak'ah have to be performed after the khutbah. The khutbah is delivered by someone. It has 2 parts with a recess in between. The components of the khutbah must be in Arabic. So reciting an ayah, mentioning a hadith, reminding people of the taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala must be done in Arabic. And then after that, the khatib is communicating with the audience. Now it happens at times that you don't understand the language the khatib is using, whether it's Arabic or English or Urdu or Persian. No person understands all languages. So what should we do? Whether I understand the language or not, the point is that after the khutbah starts, the only thing which we are allowed to engage in is listening to the khutbah. If I don't understand it, stay quiet. Am I allowed to stand up and pray? No. Unless if you are coming from outside the masjid and you want to pray Tahiyatul Masjid, before sitting down, you are allowed to pray 2 short rak'ahs. But if you are sitting down, you cannot stand up and pray. And are we allowed to spend the time in reading Quran? No, we are not. And I'm not against reading Quran. Astaghfirullah. Ma'adallah. I am astaghfirullah, I will not be a Muslim. But reading Quran has its time. Everything has certain rules and has its time. But when the khutbah is going on, it's not the time of communicating with each other. Okay, let's not, it's two people, let me say go aside, and then we'll start talking about how should we raise the fund after the khutbah or after the salah. That should be done before the khutbah. Or calling some other people and giving call or texting message or this shouldn't be while the khutbah is going on. This is a hukum shari. And when I say a hukum shari, it's not from me. And it's not from the masjid. It's not masjid policy at all. It is part of the protocol defined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to tell us how to pray. Allah Azza wa Jal told us to aqimu salah, start the prayer, and Rasulullah told us pray the way you saw me pray. And the very same Prophet who said this, he taught us that we shouldn't talk to each other while the khutbah is going on. You can talk to the khatib, no problem. So if you have a parking problem, instead of telling people move forward, you talk to the khatib to tell people to move forward. Or you talk to the khatib to avoid double parking. So communicating with the khatib is allowed. If the khatib has a mistake, can you correct him? Yes, you can correct him. But now it depends on the mistake. If he has a mistake, I instantly correct him, immediately. If you disagree with him in certain idea and you think that the discussion will distract us from the khutbah, you can save this after the khutbah. But the point is, talking to each other is not allowed. And getting occupied with anything other than listening to the khutbah is not allowed. And this is not, please, I hope that none of us is taking this personal. This is a reminder for myself, for anyone else. And we have to be humble enough, alhamdulillah, to accept the advice, Bismillah Azza wa Jal. And we have enough problems. In the world, unfortunately, we have enough problems. Muslims have enough problems. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us in addressing these problems properly and in the right way, Bismillah Azza wa Jal. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك اللهم على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها رب العالمين اللهم لا تدع في مقامنا هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا لنا فيها خير ولك فيها رضا إلا سبقه وقضيته رب العالمين اللهم رب العالمين ألف بين قلوب المسلمين اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا في كل مكان اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا في فلسطين اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا في اليمن اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا في مصر والسودان وليبيا والعراق وسوريا وتركيا وباكستان والهند وكل مكان اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا واجمع على الحق كلمتنا رب العالمين اللهم كما ألفت بين قلوب الأوس والخزرج والمهاجرين والأنصار اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا اليوم اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا اليوم اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا اليوم عباد الله قوموا بصلاة الجمعة رحمكم الله وأقم الصلاة
الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Please turn off your cell phones or put it in silent mode. Barakallah. Allahu Akbar. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا أنصار الله كما قال عيسى بن مريم للحواريين من أنصاري إلى الله قال الحواريون نحن أنصار الله فآمنت طائفة من بني إسرائيل وكفرت طائفة فأيدنا الذين آمنوا على عدوهم فأصبحوا ظاهرين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks, Brother Iyad Hilal, for an excellent reminder, excellent khutbah. Next week, Khatib will be Brother Abdullah Al Mamoon. Week from this Sunday, November 8th, at 12 o'clock noon time, there will be a community advisory gathering and feedback gathering at the site of the new building. So inshallah, a week from this Sunday, in other words, we will all gather at the new building. We'll take a walk through all the 3 floors and we'll introduce, inshallah, what our plans are for the future towards the completion of the construction and what kind of programs we will do. So it will be all the information regarding the fundraising, regarding the construction, and any other questions you have. And we will have at hand experts available, the architects, civil engineers, structural engineers. So any questions that you have will be answered. We will have blueprints and drawings and so on and so forth. So it's your house and you'll be completely informed, inshallah, of what's going on. Quran classes are happening, mashallah, every single day in your masjid. And our own Imam Ari Amin is leading that group. So please come yourself, bring your family, bring your children, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody is a student here. Mashallah, we have over 80 students now. So come and join the group. Weekend school, mashallah, is doing very, very well. Saturday and Sunday, there are over 100 students now in that school. So bring your children and join them. Visit our website, masjidannoor.org, and the webcam is capturing all the lectures and things, and they are being archived and broadcasted. So you can see it at home. Science and technology, is it logical puzzle classes, Google, Apple, basic of robotics. It's every Saturday at 2 o'clock at your center. IIOC in Anaheim, November 6th and 8th, presents Islam in the Bible by Joshua Evans, former Christian minister. Mashallah, he's a Muslim now, and he will give a talk over there. Donate generously towards your new building. I should remind you again, because of the El Nino threats, the rains which are coming, it is very important for us to donate generously to protect all the investment that you guys have done into the masjid, in the framing. So the wood has to be protected. So donate generously to get that done. Donate for the general expenses. Used cars that you have, there are brothers who are looking for used cars. Lunch is served outside. I'll ask the sheikhs to say the dua for sick and disease. Jazakumullah.
Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin fil awwalin wa salli alayhi fil akhirin. وصل عليه في كل وقت وحين وصل عليه في الملأ الأعلى إلى يوم الدين. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين وأعلي بفضلك راية الحق والدين. اللهم انصر المرابطين في الأقصى وفي كل مكان. اللهم انصر المرابطين في الأقصى وفي كل مكان. اللهم سدد رميهم ومكن لهم في أرضهم. اللهم اشف مرضاهم وارحم موتاهم واكتبهم في الشهداء الصالحين. اللهم اهلك الظالمين الظالمين. اللهم اهلك الظالمين الظالمين واخرجهم من بين ايديهم سالمين غانمين. اللهم يسر امرنا واجبر كسرنا وارحم ضعفنا. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وعافنا واعف عنا وبفضلك اكرمنا. اللهم اعطنا ولا تحرمنا وزدنا ولا تنقصنا وارفع مقتك وغضبك عنا واجعل الجنة هي دارنا ومثوانا. يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. اللهم ارزقنا الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى ومن العمل ما ترضى. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا. أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه.
Looking at brother Iyad Hilal, it reminds me where we were, where we are, where we will go. 30 years ago, before we even started this masjid, alhamdulillah, brother Iyad remembers, 5-6 of us used to go to YMCA with the janamazis on our shoulder to spread it out and invite the Muslims to pray. And look at, alhamdulillah, after all those years, where we are, and look at the beautiful new building which is being done now. So Jazakumullah khair. So the reason I'm mentioning that, it is not 1 day or 1 week or 1 month work which results into this. So as Brother Iyad was saying, it's a lifelong commitment. So some of us have been working into this cause, and mashallah, all of us, all our team is here for years and years, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a rahmah on us. Mashallah, beautiful building is coming. November 1st time is changing as a reminder.